Hi, welcome to another episode of Unlocking Medicare. I'm your host, Tyrone Carr. Today we have three great guests with us. We have Julie from the Hamburg Senior Community Center, and then we have Mary, and then we have Kelly from Let's. And so we welcome you this morning and appreciate your time. And I know it's the start of a new week. So Julie, tell us, well, you're welcome. So tell us a little bit about the Hamburg Community Senior Center and kind of like what you guys do, the vision of your of the agency, and so give us some insight. That'd be great.
So we're a focal point for older adults in the community for education, social, physical wellness, and interaction. We're just a place where like-minded individuals can meet, same stage of life, same circumstances, and just a great outfit and sort of a community gathering for them.
So you have Kelly from Let's, and so do you work with a lot of like state, organizations or in the community as far as to help our seniors?
So we have a partnership with Let's to run a specific Hamburg Senior Center transportation run. And that is through Hamburg Township, who we are funded by, and through Let's. Together, we have a bus that picks up seniors in not only our members, but we also hit members in our Livingston County residents, and we take some outside of the county as well.
So Kelly, how do members of the community center, or just people, seniors in the community in general, how do they get a hold of Let's? Do they just reach out to Let's directly, or do they contact the community center? How would they go about scheduling like a pickup? And
so for the members here, they just call me or they call in and book rides with the front desk. Yeah.
And is there a time frame? Like, is there only certain hours during the day, evenings that you guys work, or is it just if someone needs a ride at 9 o'clock at night to wherever that is, or does it have to be like a doctor's appointment, a grocery store?
Well, I work the same hours that she's open here, so then if it ends up being something late like that, then they can call Let's.
Okay. Okay. And are you the only driver during the week inside of the community here, or is there multiple buses?
She's our driver.
She's your driver.
And it is for both doctor's appointments, essential trips, but it's also trips to and from the senior center.
Okay.
So people can get out, because social interaction is just as important, or can be just as important.
So what would you say that, for people in the community, like I always encourage like our clients, like there's the Hamburg Fitness Center here, especially if you're someone who's single and you don't have a strong network of friends, or maybe your family isn't close by, or maybe you just don't have a lot of family members, getting involved in a community center is really, I think, beneficial to like just your mental health.
Absolutely.
So
we learned a lot of that from COVID, didn't we?
Yeah. Yeah.
How important it really is.
Yeah, it is. I think, of all ages, I think it's important to have a community. So, so what kind of activities and programs specifically do you guys offer here through the community center that you find that is really beneficial to our seniors?
Fitness classes. We have chair exercise on Mondays and soon to be Tuesdays and Thursdays. We have yoga, but we have a lunch program. We have crafts. We have pickleball courts. I mean, we pretty much have a lot of different things to engage all sorts of different type of people. Because I think when you're looking for your group to belong to, or you're looking for your community, I think it can be, a little bit from this place and a little bit from that place. I think that you have to seek out your interests and those that you connect with. So
what is the schedule? Like, as I was pulling up in the parking lot, I noticed like the mass number of people out there on the side of the pickleball, which I didn't know was there, which is becoming so popular today.
It is.
And as I was sharing with Taylor and I think Mary, and Kelly, I think you may have been in the room, there's actually a professional league now, and so which is great because that just gives more people activities to do. So
it's growing sport in America. I believe is what they call it.
Yeah, it is.
Sport in America.
So would you say that's probably your most popular?
I would say it depends. I mean, pickleball is incredibly popular, absolutely. But I think we've gained a lot of new members since we started the pickleball courts. But I think that, our exercise classes, our yoga classes, we have euchre and pinochle. We have other games. We have games mahjong and ripple. I think it just depends on the individual and what they're looking for.
I know we were talking before we started shooting, like how expensive it is to be part of the senior community center, right? So can you elaborate as far as on how expensive that is? Kind of
How much we take from you
Yes.
so you can be here.
Our membership dues are $5 a year. So it's affordable to anybody.
We always say we'll take a payment plan.
and
We will.
still cheaper than a Starbucks coffee.
$5
Yeah.
if they need that.
Yeah, that's great that it's so inexpensive for people in the community, and so
And we are blessed because we are funded through Hamburg Township.
oh, that's awesome. So, what are like some of like as a member, what do you appreciate about the people here as far as
Me,
being part of like the senior community center?
open to anybody and all different kinds of ideas. People come in and suggest, hey, can we try this or that? Like our newest project, I think, is our woodworking class. We have basket weaving classes. We're just,
chair beach volleyball.
oh, yes,
We've started.
and chair volleyball. The seniors love that. They all sit in a chair and hit the balloon or the beach ball when it comes to them over the net. And they just really enjoy it. And that group is growing.
Yes.
So
So, have you? Is there anything that you can quantify from the standpoint, like a person or a couple that have gotten involved in the community center, and like you've seen like this change?
I've seen it with almost every single person who walks through the door. Absolutely. Yeah.
So,
And you get people who are kind of, it can be hard to come into a
Right.
new setting by yourself. But this group of people is Mary and it is in this group. They're incredible. They're so warm. They're so welcoming. If you look like you're maybe a little hesitant to come in, they'll come in and they'll grab you and say, hey, come sit with us. Let me, I think that as staff, it's important for us to be here to greet people, but I really and truly believe it's the members who make the biggest difference.
we have some
Somebody
great
wants to-
volunteers here.
We do.
And a person comes in, like she said, we'll invite them to join us for lunch and sit with some other people. We serve lunch here Monday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. And pretty soon they're with this group of friends that they've met. So it makes it nice. Then they come in and do other activities and
And you can just see them, they sort of just bloom
yeah.
from there. From that first time in when they were kind of, I'm a little nervous about coming here to, I got to be signed up for this and this and this. And they're ready to go.
So do you guys have? So my parents, are early '80s and late '70s,
We'll take
and they live here in Pinckney, and I will be certain to share because I've told them
Take them. Yeah.
time and time again, go join the Hamburg Fitness Center because there's activities there. I see that there's a sense of community there, right, that I see, coming and going.
Right.
But now knowing that you guys are here, so, if they were to sign up, is there like a process and, after they sign up that you guys take them, kind of walk them through as far as introducing them to people
Yes.
to like, this is what the schedule looks like. Just trying to make them feel as comfortable as possible. Is there,
We hand them a newsletter and it's got all the activities for the month on it, what we're doing, where we're going. We have a lunch bunch once a month. Kelly takes us to different restaurants around the area. And we'll have like 20 people that go to that. So one time we had a new guy come and he got to meet everybody and it just works out nice.
so let's say, I was a member or someone else was a member and, now, come to find out they're moving for a number of different reasons. Do you guys help, like if someone's really, ingrained themselves into like the community here at the senior center, do you help? Is that is there a part of is there a process? Let's say I'm moving to the east side. Would you guys assist them in trying to find a community center that way they can kind of get connected as well?
We could, we absolutely would. We don't have partnerships with, other than the Livingston County Senior Centers. But absolutely, we become and there's Google, right? There's
Yeah.
Google for everything. We can get you set up with names and phone numbers and who you can contact, and we'll reassure them that you started here and it went great. It'll be perfect for you someplace else too.
And
The
then,
key is to get them involved,
Involved.
and I mean that's the biggest
yeah.
thing.
So how have you guys, or do you adapt it also? Let's say you have a member, because certainly we have clients that they physically can't drive. So you have LEDs, or maybe it's more than just their ability to drive, but being able to adapt to maybe, they can't talk, they use a computer screen. Is that something that you guys can adapt? Do you have the resources or even technology for someone that is either, let's say, handicap bound, via wheelchair, they can't leave their home? Is there a way or resources that you guys have to be able to connect with someone that isn't able to leave their home?
So homebound, it's Meals on Wheels. That's a great service for anybody who can't leave their home. During COVID, we did start Zooming. Everybody Zoomed, right? We started Zooming. So most of our exercise classes are done through Zoom. So that's a way to reach people who are homebound. But our transportation is probably the number one thing. We have quite a few people who do not drive anymore at all. And Kelly is their way in that, she picks them up and she brings them here so they can spend their time here.
That's great. So Kelly, is there any prerequisites to utilize LETs, the transportation, or is it just, is that just open to anybody? And
For anybody from from the center, yeah, they just call me and take them wherever they need to go.
so do they have to be a member of the senior center in order to
They
utilize
use
LET?
my bus
Okay.
just because Hamburg Township.
Gotcha. Funds.
But then there is the Let service that anybody can call.
Okay. Wow, that's great. I mean, just the fact that you guys are here, and now that we're aware of you guys, I think is a huge plus in the community. So we'll certainly make our clients and people here in Livingston County that you guys are here. I mean, as soon as I pulled in the parking lot, I was like, wow, this is awesome. And the pickleball.
Very active.
It is.
Active center. Very much so.
So do you guys do anything as far as making people in the community aware that you guys are here, or is it just kind of word of mouth?
Well, it's a lot of word of mouth, I would
Yeah,
say.
For sure. It is.
Pickleball courts definitely help with that too. Spread the news. I participate with the other senior center directors in the area, and we have a group, and we do outside events. We just did a senior picnic at Kensington. But there's the resource, the Livingston County Resource Guide, and we're listed in the Livingston County Resource Guide as a senior center.
Okay. And is that something they can access online? Okay.
And I do believe that you can call Livingston County Council on Aging, and there's actually a pamphlet that they have for all senior services in the area.
Okay. Now, is there anything upcoming that you guys are excited about as far as events, programs that you guys are either?
We're having a big Oktoberfest at the end of the month. That's what we do. We call them barbecues, although this time of year they tend to be more lunches than barbecues anymore. Although I think we will be grilling, right?
I think so. Yes. Yes. We are.
We have a big Oktoberfest barbecue at the end of the month. We'll do a big Halloween party. And as a fundraiser for the senior center in November, we have our holiday bazaar.
And what is that?
So it's craft vendors come in, and then our group has a craft table, but we also have a amazing bake sale. And it's open to the community. It's on a Saturday, November 18th this year.
Okay.
And it's open to the community, and it's just a bunch of craft. It's to get you ready for the holidays.
Yeah. So is that, excuse me, is that open to anybody, all ages?
It is a community-wide event.
That's a community-wide event. Cool. That sounds.
Fun day.
Yeah.
Fun day. And it gets you in the holiday spirit for sure.
Yeah. So are there any programs that haven't been integrated into what you guys offer here that you guys are in the future that you guys would want to share? Or
Do you have any ideas, Mary?
I don't know. I think we're pretty well.
We're pretty rough.
We're pretty well
rounded.
Yeah. Like I said, she will take suggestions and try to see.
Absolutely. If there's something that somebody has seen, we have a lot of members who go south for the winter. And so they see a lot of different things. That's actually how pickleball started here, is because one of our members spends his winter in Florida. And he's like, there's this sport that, is really good with seniors. And the pickleball courts were born. So we're absolutely open to anything. We're willing to try anything. If we got the time and the space, we're going to give it a try.
No, that's great. I think it's so important. I always say, like, you should always keep an open mind and with staff.
Yep.
If you have something you want to share, or whether it's good, bad, or ugly,
We'll try it.
you should always.
Sometimes it's a flop, right?
Yeah.
And you pick yourself up and you try again.
Yeah. So, well, great. I really appreciate the three of you and what the services that you provide with inside the community center. I think it's so great, and I appreciate it, even though I'm not of Medicare age yet. So many years left until that comes. But we appreciate your time and your efforts and all that you guys do. So
Thank you.
It's nice having you here.
oh, well, thank you.
We enjoy what we do. I think
For sure.
we enjoy coming.
We
We
do.
enjoy coming to work. It's
I think it shows. I mean, I'm not just saying that to say it, but it truly shows in your faces and just how you carry yourselves, and you can tell just like how
we
positive.
are definitely a big family.
We are.
A big family.
That's great.
And we're
One-
always willing and ready for more.
The rest cry for us. So
It's true. We're here together, and I think that building community is the biggest thing that we can do.
Awesome. Well, we appreciate the three ladies and Julie and Mary and Kelly. And if you have an opportunity to check out the Hamburg Senior Center, please do reach out to them. There's so many great activities that they offer here. And I'm sure the people that you have the opportunity to meet, I'm sure are all fantastic, wonderful people. And again, and if you don't live here locally in Livingston County, reach out to a community center where you live. And again, we appreciate you watching this video. We look forward to posting the next one. And again, thank you.